What's up, guys? It's your boy Mario back again in a long time. Been a while. And I'm here to show you guys some footage of Gamma 19. Now, this is currently still in, progress and stuff like that. And I'm just here going to show you like the bits and things that we've been working on and all this stuff. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the lighting system and go a little in depth with it and what makes our lighting system just unique compared to some other games' lighting systems. It's not really the most special lighting system in the planet, but it is one that serves its purpose for our game. Now, this lighting system was made actually with the first Gamma 19. Ooh, some punching sounds. So it was something that was a problem that we had, which was our character can move back and forth in this space, and we don't want light sources that are behind him to appear over him. So as you can see, like, this light source is kind of far from him, and he is not being affected by this light source, but if he gets close enough, which he can in this case because there's a collision box and he's got to reach a certain part, but it makes this illusion of depth in the lighting. I think a better example would be shown over here with these test tubes or whatever. As you can see, that you probably tell there's like definitely a red light glowing here, and there's also one big light here too. That way we can give it more like as if there's like a bounce lighting effect kind of going on. Like there's definitely diffusion going on here, like especially with all these light sources are making a bigger, light source. It's just one of those things that this isn't a 3D game, so it's not as easy to do lighting. So we have to just do what we have. So as you saw, probably just do it again. So you see no light affecting, he was up, boom, he's in the light spot. Or spotlight, I guess. And also, if you notice, he's got shadows too. Those shadows are just they're affected by where the position of the lights are. So I think this one might be casting the shadow, and this one, or this one here, it's a bit hard. It's just a cool looking effect. Gives some depth to the character. So yeah. These light sources, they can pulse, we can, we have there's a lot of variables I've made to make them do all kinds of stuff. So, but you might be wondering, how exactly does the lighting system work? Like, how do you pass it? Like, how do you make sure that the character and objects are just behind or in front of these light sources? And that's a good question. And I can't answer that, so thank you guys for watching. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually very simple. It is an idea I came up with just when we were first making Gamma 19. Like, not this Gamma 19, like the old Gamma 19, because that Gamma 19 has the same lighting system, but I think this one is better. Again, I learned so much working on suits, absolute power, and all that. So let me just go to very strong light source area, like heavily lit area, yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna stand right here on this pretty strong thing, and I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna put a breakpoint here, and it's going to, oops. Okay, it's gonna stop. And if I refresh this, we can see that this is how the game is normally rendered. Oh, I'm not even showing my screen. Alright. So this is the draw function, and if you remember, I don't know if I ever talked about it, I think I have in my previous videos, but this is a lot of the stuff we're using from Suits Absolute Power, other than I'm just slowly bringing some things over and making some new things, because I don't really want to use a lot of Suits Absolute Power stuff, but there's just some things in there that are just good. Like I made and it was really good. This draw system, really good. It handles our depth calculations, and with that, I was able to do make this system a lot more Actually, I'm pretty sure this system originated from the original Gamma 19, so it's kind of gone full circle, I guess. So, regardless, I put a break here, this like part, because this is where it finishes all the drawing stuff. So we have shaders and stuff like that. The lighting system is also done here, like all the lights are placed there. Anyway, so here's the original image. No post-processing effects, no lighting. It looks ugly. And then here's the lighting pass. And this is where the magic happens. So as you can see, can't move my... as you can see, there's all the light sources, and then there's the character silhouette. Now, I'm going to unbreak, move up, right? And then I'm going to break it again, refresh, boom, now you don't see it. Now what's going on is that these light sources are their own images, and basically what's happening is the character moves behind that image and is not rendered. So no transparency is rendered. There's a lot of issues with the transparencies actually. And so I just did some like fixes to that with like the alpha channels and just like anything, no alpha, just everything's black. Well, I mean, there's still an alpha channel, but you're either completely transparent or black. So help fix some issues. So yeah, so we sort the depth of all these objects throughout here, and we put them, we start drawing every part kind of layer by layer. So everything from the back to the front, and yeah, so lighting. And so basically this part here like checks to see if this is just like normal drawing functions. This is the light drawing. So if this object is a light source, we draw it with this shader, we draw it onto this light surface, which is this is a light surface. And if it's not, then we just draw it as like a completely black object here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. We draw the sprite completely black, unless the object was hit, because we have like little hit stuff going on. And yeah, so it's a really nice effect, and it's, it seems pretty quick and efficient to make some pretty good looking lights. Otherwise this game would look kind of weird. Like I said, like I don't want this light touching his like top of his head if he's just like right here. Like that doesn't make sense. That's not how light works. You see a lot of 2D games of lighting, but most of them are very just flat. Like ours, we have like, again, depth. Like look at these guys. These guys aren't lit except for here. They're bottom because I put light sources here, but you can see the light does not touch here. It gives this more depth. Of course, I do notice some little artifacting and some weird visual things that not something most people are going to really care or notice. It's only something I notice. And now that I pointed it out, you're all going to notice it too. So, but honestly, it's not the worst thing actually. There's probably not going to be that many instances of this kind of thing. It's an alpha thing. It's just something Game Maker can't handle very well. But here's another image. This one looks really nice. We got multiple different light sources. We got this nice, like what looks like a light, right? And let me just get into like the room and how we construct this stuff. So you can see we have actually different layers for this. I decided to be smart about it. So I can just turn off the light layer. And now we have no light. So if I run this now, let me turn this, not have that breakpoint. There's no lighting. It's kind of flat. I mean, there's a base lighting, I guess I call it. It's kind of just applied. It's a shader that is like brighter at the top and gets darker as, it's like a screen shader kind of thing. So you see, it kind of stays the same. It's not like a post-processing effect if you think about it. But it's kind of part of the lighting system too, because I could put it to 0 and it's it won't be let me see, where is it? Here it is. So if I set this all to 0, it'll be pitch black, I think. Yeah, it's just pitch black, no lighting. Yeah, I can't play this without light. But it does allow us to do some really cool things, and hopefully throughout the rest of this game we'll do some really cool lighting stuff. And very quick, flexible system. Here's a no lights. Actually, that little guy showed off well, he's gone now, but he'll forever be in our hearts. And I think I'll just leave it at that, guys. Just a little sneak preview of the next video. It's going to be talking about this text box. And probably the next one's going to be about more of the fighting system. But first, let me kill this little guy. There we go. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe and comment below and down this video. Peace.